Each of us is born with a unique set of qualities, talents, and experiences that shape who we are and who we are meant to become. It's easy to overlook this fact in a world that constantly nudges us to measure ourselves against others. From an early age, many of us are conditioned to believe that our value lies in how we stack up against someone else, whether it's in academics, career achievements, relationships, or physical appearance. This mindset, however, often leads us away from recognizing and embracing our individuality, instead pushing us to fit into molds that were never designed for us. Think about nature for a moment. No two trees, even of the same species, are exactly alike. Some grow tall and straight, while others twist and turn as they reach for the light. Each tree finds its way to thrive, adapting to its environment, growing at its own pace, and fulfilling its purpose without trying to resemble the one next to it. The same principle applies to us. Our differences are not imperfections, they are what make us beautifully human. Trying to measure yourself by someone else's standards is like asking a tree to bloom like a flower. It's impossible and unnecessary. Yet society often promotes a culture of comparison. We're constantly bombarded by curated images and stories that highlight the successes, talents, or possessions of others. Social media, for example, can create the illusion that everyone else is leading a perfect life free from struggle or failure. But these snapshots are not the full story. What we see are just the highlights, not the hard work, sacrifices, or challenges that exist behind the scenes. When we compare ourselves to these illusions, we not only diminish our own achievements, but also fail to appreciate the journey that has brought us to where we are today. The truth is that your uniqueness holds power. Your perspective, your experiences, and your talents are all uniquely yours. When you focus on what makes you different rather than trying to conform or compete, you unlock your potential. What if you stopped viewing your individuality as something to hide or fix and started seeing it as your greatest asset? When you celebrate what makes you unique, you begin to move through the world with confidence, purpose, and authenticity. When you measure yourself against others, you risk losing sight of what truly matters. The journey of becoming the best version of yourself. Your goals, dreams, and values are deeply personal. They should not be dictated by what someone else is doing or achieving. Embracing your uniqueness allows you to focus inward, to listen to your own voice rather than the noise around you. It gives you the freedom to set your own benchmarks for success and to live a life that feels true to you. You are not here to live someone else's life or to meet their expectations. You are here to carve out your own path, to grow in your own way and make your unique mark on the world. The more you embrace this truth, the more fulfilling your journey will become. Life is not a competition with others. It is a continuous journey of self-improvement. However, many of us fall into the trap of measuring our progress by comparing it to others. This mindset can be limiting and often leads to unnecessary stress and dissatisfaction. The truth is, the only meaningful comparison you should make is between who you are today and who you were yesterday. Focusing on personal growth shifts your perspective from competition to evolution, empowering you to become the best version of yourself. When you focus on growth rather than competition, you create a mindset that values learning over winning. Growth is about progress, not perfection. It's about embracing the process and recognizing that every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Life is a series of incremental improvements, and each one brings you closer to your goals. By prioritizing self-improvement, you allow yourself the freedom to fail, learn, and try again without the fear of falling short compared to others. In a competitive mindset, the emphasis is often placed on outcomes being the best, achieving the most, or surpassing someone else. This approach can lead to feelings of inadequacy or burnout, especially when you fall short of expectations that may not even align with your true desires. Growth, on the other hand, shifts the focus to the journey. It's about understanding where you are, where you want to be, and taking the steps necessary to bridge that gap. It's not about how fast you can reach your destination, but about the lessons you learn along the way. When you stop comparing yourself to others, you gain clarity about your own goals and aspirations. You start to realize that success is deeply personal and cannot be defined by external standards. What matters to you might not matter to someone else, and that's perfectly okay. Focusing on growth helps you align your actions with your values, ensuring that every effort you make is moving you closer to a life that feels fulfilling and authentic to you. It allows you to measure success by your own standards rather than by society's expectations. Focusing on growth also fosters a sense of gratitude and self-compassion. When you recognize the progress you've made, you begin to appreciate the effort it took to get there. You stop being so hard on yourself for not being perfect and instead celebrate how far you've come. This shift in perspective not only boosts your confidence, but also gives you the motivation to keep moving forward. Another benefit of focusing on growth is that it allows you to build resilience. When you're not tied to the idea of outperforming others, you're better able to navigate challenges and setbacks. You understand that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone toward improvement. This mindset helps you view obstacles as opportunities to learn and grow rather than as barriers to success. Your journey is yours alone, and progress is a deeply personal experience. By focusing on your growth, you give yourself the freedom to evolve at your own pace, guided by your own vision and driven by your own purpose. The habit of comparing yourself to others can have profound and often negative effects on your mental and emotional well-being. It's a behavior that, while common, rarely leads to anything constructive or empowering. Instead, it often becomes a cycle that breeds self-doubt, dissatisfaction, and unnecessary stress. By understanding the dangers of comparison, you can take meaningful steps toward freeing yourself from its grip and focusing on what truly matters, your own journey and growth. Comparison often creates a false narrative about your life and your worth. When you compare yourself to others, you're usually doing so based on incomplete information. You see the highlight reel of someone else's life, not the behind-the-scenes struggles, sacrifices, and imperfections. This distorted view leads you to believe that others have it better or easier, which can undermine your confidence and make you question your own progress. The reality is that everyone faces challenges, even if they're not visible to the outside world. Assuming that someone else's success or happiness diminishes your own is not only untrue, but also unproductive. This habit can also erode your self-esteem. Constantly measuring yourself against others often results in focusing on what you perceive to be your shortcomings. You might find yourself feeling inadequate or as though you're falling behind, even if you're making progress in your own right. These feelings can quickly spiral into negative self-talk, which further diminishes your sense of self-worth and motivation. Instead of appreciating your unique strengths and accomplishments, comparison leads you to dwell on perceived gaps or weaknesses, creating an ongoing cycle of dissatisfaction. The psychological toll of comparison doesn't stop at self-esteem. It can also lead to feelings of envy, resentment, or even anxiety. Watching others achieve milestones or experience success can sometimes trigger the fear that you'll never reach those heights or that you're somehow not enough. This fear can make you lose sight of your own goals and values, leaving you stuck in a loop of chasing external validation rather than pursuing what truly brings you joy and fulfillment. Over time, this misalignment can lead to burnout and a sense of disconnection from your true self. Another danger of comparison is that it distracts you from your own path. When you're preoccupied with what others are doing, you're not fully present in your own journey. Your energy and focus are pulled away from the things that truly matter to you. Instead of investing in your growth and development, you end up trying to meet standards or expectations that may not align with your authentic desires. This diversion can prevent you from reaching your full potential and living a life that feels meaningful and fulfilling. Recognizing these dangers is the first step toward breaking free from the comparison trap. When you shift your focus inward, you regain control over your narrative and your choices. By letting go of the need to measure yourself against others, you create space for self-acceptance, gratitude, and personal growth. This freedom allows you to channel your energy into building a life that reflects your values, celebrates your individuality, and honors your unique journey. Setting personal goals is one of the most powerful ways to create a meaningful and fulfilling life. In a world where it's easy to get caught up in external expectations and the achievements of others, having clear personal goals allows you to maintain focus on what truly matters to you. Your goals act as a compass, guiding you toward a life that aligns with your values and aspirations rather than being shaped by comparison or societal pressures. When you set goals that are true to who you are, you create a foundation for genuine motivation. Instead of striving for something as it looks impressive to others or fits into a conventional definition of success, you pursue goals that resonate with your heart. This authenticity brings a sense of purpose and passion to your efforts, making it easier to stay committed even when challenges arise. Personal goals tap into your intrinsic motivation, which is far more sustainable and rewarding than seeking external validation. Personal goals also give you a sense of ownership over your life. They remind you that you are in control of your journey and that you have the power to shape your future. Without clear goals, it's easy to drift, allowing external influences to dictate your direction. But when you set intentional, meaningful objectives, you take an active role in determining what success looks like for you. This sense of ownership fosters confidence and a deeper connection to the actions you take every day. Another benefit of personal goal setting is that it helps you create a clear path forward. When you know what you're working toward, it becomes easier to make decisions and prioritize your time and energy. You can filter out distractions and focus on the steps that will bring you closer to your desired outcome. This clarity reduces the overwhelm that often comes with juggling competing demands or trying to live up to others' expectations. Instead, you move forward with a sense of direction and purpose, knowing that every step you take is aligned with your vision. Setting personal goals also allows you to measure your progress in a way that feels meaningful and motivating. When you base your benchmarks on your own values and aspirations, you're not comparing yourself to others or chasing arbitrary standards. Instead, you're tracking your growth based on where you started and how far you've come. This approach fosters a sense of accomplishment and pride in your achievements, no matter how big or small they may seem to others. Personal goals are also flexible and adaptable, reflecting the dynamic nature of life and growth. As you evolve, your goals can evolve with you, ensuring that they remain aligned with your priorities and dreams. This adaptability allows you to stay true to yourself even as circumstances or aspirations change. It reinforces the idea that your journey is uniquely yours and that success is not a fixed destination, but an ongoing process of becoming the person you're meant to be. When you set goals that come from within, you create a roadmap that honors your individuality and empowers you to live a life that feels authentic and fulfilling. These goals serve as a reminder that your journey is yours to define and that your path doesn't need to look like anyone else's to be meaningful. By focusing on what truly matters to you, you create a life that reflects your deepest values and allows you to thrive in your own unique way. Practicing gratitude and mindfulness are two of the most transformative habits you can cultivate in your life. They have the power to shift your perspective, foster a deeper connection to the present moment, and reduce the tendency to compare yourself to others. In a world where distractions and external pressures are constant, embracing gratitude and mindfulness allows you to center yourself, appreciate your journey, and build a more fulfilling life from within. Gratitude begins with recognizing the abundance that already exists in your life. It's not about ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. Rather, it's about finding value in what you have, no matter how small it may seem. When you take the time to reflect on the positive aspects of your life, you begin to see just how much there is to be thankful for. This shift in focus helps you move away from the mindset of lack and scarcity that comparison often brings. Instead of fixating on what others have or what you feel you're missing, you cultivate an awareness of your own blessings, accomplishments, and growth. The practice of gratitude can transform your perspective. It encourages you to celebrate progress rather than perfection, to value your efforts instead of dwelling on perceived shortcomings. Gratitude fosters a sense of contentment, reminding you that fulfillment doesn't come from external validation or material success, but from appreciating the present and the journey you're on. This mindset creates a positive feedback loop where the more you focus on gratitude, the more you notice the good in your life and the more motivated you become to continue growing. Mindfulness complements gratitude by helping you stay grounded in the present moment. It's easy to get lost in thoughts about the past or worries about the future, especially when you're comparing yourself to others. Mindfulness teaches you to bring your attention back to the here and now, to fully experience and engage with your life as it unfolds. This practice allows you to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, creating space to respond to situations with clarity rather than reacting impulsively. Mindfulness also deepens your connection to yourself. It encourages self-awareness, helping you understand your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors on a deeper level. When you're mindful, you become more attuned to your needs, desires, and values. This awareness strengthens your ability to make choices that align with your true self rather than being influenced by outside pressures or comparison. Mindfulness helps you focus on your own journey, recognizing that everyone's path is different and that there is no single definition of success or happiness. Both gratitude and mindfulness require consistent practice, but their impact grows over time. They don't eliminate challenges or obstacles, but they do provide tools to navigate them with greater resilience and perspective. Together, these practices create a foundation for a life filled with purpose, appreciation, and inner peace. By focusing on what you have and staying present in the moment, you can break free from the cycle of comparison and create a mindset that supports your growth and well-being. Redefining success is one of the most liberating and empowering steps you can take in your life. For too long, society has imposed narrow and often unrealistic definitions of what it means to succeed. These definitions are frequently tied to wealth, status, accolades, or other external markers. While these may be meaningful to some, they do not reflect the diverse ways in which people can achieve fulfillment and happiness. Success is not one size fits all, and it's crucial to recognize that your definition of success should align with your unique values, aspirations, and life experiences. The first step in redefining success is understanding that it is deeply personal. No two people have the same goals, challenges, or desires, so why should success look the same for everyone? When you allow external pressures or societal norms to dictate your goals, you risk pursuing achievements that may look good on the outside but feel hollow on the inside. True success comes from living a life that feels authentic and meaningful to you, not from meeting the expectations of others. Redefining success also involves shifting your focus from outcomes to the journey. It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of end results, whether it's earning a promotion, reaching a financial milestone, or achieving a personal goal. While these accomplishments can be rewarding, they are not the only indicators of success. The effort, growth, and resilience you demonstrate along the way are just as important. Success is not solely about reaching the destination, it's about who you become in the process. Another critical aspect of redefining success is embracing the idea that failure is not the opposite of success, but a vital part of it. Every setback, challenge, or misstep provides an opportunity to learn and grow. When you view failure as a natural and necessary part of your journey, you free yourself from the fear of making mistakes. This perspective allows you to take risks, explore new possibilities, and ultimately achieve a more fulfilling version of success. It's also important to recognize that success is not static, it evolves as you do. What you consider successful today may not align with your values or aspirations in the future, and that's okay. As you grow and change, your priorities shift, and your definition of success should reflect that evolution. Staying flexible and open-minded allows you to adapt your goals and celebrate progress in ways that feel meaningful to you. Redefining success requires courage and self-awareness. It means stepping away from the conventional metrics of achievement and focusing on what truly matters to you. This process may feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you've spent years chasing someone else's version of success. But the freedom and fulfillment that come from living in alignment with your values are worth the effort. Success is not about keeping up with others or living up to their expectations. It's about creating a life that reflects your unique journey, passions, and dreams. When you redefine success on your terms, you empower yourself to live authentically, embrace your individuality, and thrive in your own way. In doing so, you not only find personal fulfillment, but also inspire others to do the same. Success, after all, is not just about what you achieve, it's about how you feel while achieving it.